Barakti Hawa Brakatha Yahusha Barakti Hawa Brakatha Yahusha Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Lesson will be entitled Scions of GMS. Lord, will you are edified. A scion is another way for saying offshoot, okay? Romans 11:17. And if some of the branches is a representation of the southern kingdom, right, be broken off, and you being a wild olive tree, thou or you is a representation for Israelite foreigners, okay, were grafted in among them, and with them partake of the root and fatness of the olive tree. Now, let's focus on graft according to the Greek.
Strong's G 1461. Egkentrizo.
All right. According to outline of biblical usage, to cut into for the sake of inserting a scion. So what is a scion? According to the Oxford American Writers Thesaurus, definition 2, descendant. According to the New Oxford American Dictionary, a young shoot or twig of a plant, especially one cut for grafting or rooting. And getting to the point, a descendant of a notable family. All right. And this is further proof, right, that thou or you is a representation for Israelite foreigners. But the point of the lesson, scion, going into another way for saying offshoot, okay? Remember, a young shoot or twig of a plant. Now, the plant is a representation for the nation of Israel as a whole, especially one cut for grafting or rooting. So the reason why these individuals were grafted back into, right, the plant is because they are Israelites, a descendant of a notable family. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. And verse 7, for the vineyard of the Lord Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel, right? And the men of Judah, his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cry. Focal point. For the vineyard of the Lord Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant, right? So, offshoot basically means what? A descendant, right? According to the etymon for offshoot, it means what? In figurative sense of family trees, in our case, the nation of Israel, right? And when you break this term down, off, meaning away from, right? Away from. Let's go back. Shoot means what? I'm looking for it's a definition that stated came forth. Salakia. Also, as you can see, come forth, Salakia, come forth. So when we put these two terms together, we can literally say come forth from, right? Keep this in mind. John 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. This is Yahushua speaking. Every branch in me that bear not fruit, he take away, and every branch that bear fruit, he purges, that it may bring forth more fruit. Verse 3, now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Verse 4, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine. No more can you except you abide in me. Verse 5, I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abide in me and I in him, the same bring forth much fruit, for without me you can do nothing. Okay? When we focus on vine, according to the Greek,
Strong's G 288, ampelos. Ampelos.
and according to the Thayer's Greek lexicon, it states, Mashiach calls himself a vine because as the vine imparts to its branches sap and productiveness, so Mashiach infuses in his followers his own divine strength and life. Let me read this again. Mashiach calls himself a vine because as the vine imparts to its branches sap and productiveness, so Mashiach infuses into his followers his own divine strength and life via the Holy Spirit. Now, when we think about the term offshoot camps of Great Millstone or Scion Camps of Great Millstone, meaning what? Both parties, both sectors, all right, both camps are from the body of Yahushua, right? But although we are separate camps, what connects us? The blood of Yahushua, the Holy Spirit, right? Now, via the Holy Spirit, the camps teach the same doctrine, which is 100% truth if you can receive that, right? So when Apostle Ricard is saying offshoot camps of Great Millstone, that is not a derogatory term. He means what? That basically these camps learned from Great Millstone. These camps are of Great Millstone via the Spirit. That's why they teach the same thing the apostles of Great Millstone teach. They are scions of Great Millstone. They are offshoot camps of Great Millstone, meaning we are brethren in the faith, right? We come from the same lineage, Lord will. And when I'm speaking of lineage, I'm talking or referring from a spiritual sense, the Israel of the Most High at this time frame. Via the Spirit, therefore we teach the same doctrine. Therefore, although these camps don't have Great Millstone banner, right, at the same time frame, we are of the same spiritual lineage via the doctrine. Okay? Offshoots. Camps of Great Millstone. And Yahushua stated what? He was divine. He was divine, right? Meaning, as the vine imparts to its branches sap and productiveness, so Mashiach infuses into his followers his own divine strength and life. And best believe, although these followers may be from different camps, the doctrine will be the same. Hence, scions of Great Millstone, offshoot camps of Great Millstone. And let's get an example of a scion or an offshoot camp. This is Mark 9 and 38. And John answered him, saying, Master, we saw one casting out devils in your name, and he followed not us, and he followed not us, and we forbade him because he followed not us. Verse 39. But Yahushua said, again, Yahushua said, forbid him not, for there is no man which shall do a miracle in my name that can lightly speak evil of me. For he that is not against us is on our part. Right? So these offshoot camps are with us via the Spirit. And how do we know? As evident based on the doctrine. All right. And this is an example, right? This account is an example of an offshoot camp, a Scion camp, right? But that brother had the same spirit. And let's read this in the NLT. Mark 9:38. John said to Yahushua, Teacher, we saw someone using your name to cast out demons, but we told him to stop because he wasn't in our group. Verse 39. Yahushua replied, Don't stop him. Yahushua said, No one who performs a miracle in my name will soon be able to speak evil of me. Anyone who is not against us is for us, right? Hence, offshoot camps of Great Millstone. Lord will, you are edified. Shalom.